The training gym in Bangkok fell silent. It was June 2023 and martial arts. Champions from across Southeast Asia had gathered at the legendary Lumpinee Boxing Stadium for an international combat sports exhibition. When the Philippine delegation introduced their fighter, Kru Somchai, Thailand's most decorated Muay Thai champion with over 300 professional fights, let out a dismissive laugh that echoed through the entire facility. Filipino fighter, Kru Somchai said in accented English, his voice dripping with condescension as he looked at the young man standing before him. You want to compete in Muay Thai against real Thai fighters? He circled around Miguel Ramos, studying him like a predator examining old master of Panantukan and Sikaran stood silently. In the corner, Miguel had heard this before. For years, people had dismissed Filipino fighting arts as irrelevant, outdated, inferior to modern combat sports. What Kru Somchai didn't know was that he had just made the biggest mistake of his fighting career. Kru Somchai, Miguel said calmly in clear English, would you be interested in making this exhibition more meaningful? A real fight. Traditional Muay Thai. Rules, 5 rounds. If Filipino martial arts are just dance, this should be easy for you. The legendary Thai champions. Expression shifted from amusement to something harder. A real fight. You challenge me. He looked around at the assembled fighters and media. You understand what this means? This is not sparring. This is not practice. In a real Muay Thai fight, people get broken. Bones break, careers end. You are willing to accept this? Miguel nodded. Once. I am. Kru Somchai smiled. A cold, dangerous smile. Tomorrow night here at Lumpinee, 5 rounds, traditional Muay Thai rules. I will show the world why Filipinos should stay in the Philippines. The room erupted in excited chatter. A real fight between a Thai legend and a Filipino challenger. International media immediately began making calls. This was going to be watched by millions. 24 hours later, Lumpinee Boxing Stadium was packed beyond capacity. Over 8,000 spectators crowded into a venue designed for 5,000. The atmosphere was electric. Thai fans had come to watch their champion defend national honor. The small contingent of Filipino supporters sat nervous and outnumbered. International media filled the press section. This fight had blown up on social media with people from around the world tuning in to watch what many predicted would be a brutal lesson in fighting reality. Kru Somchai entered the ring first, performing the traditional Y Kru Ram, the ceremonial dance that Muay Thai fighters perform before each bout. His movements were precise, powerful, radiating decades of mastery. His body looked carved from stone, every muscle defined, his legs like tree trunks from a lifetime of conditioning. At 48 years old, he showed no signs of age, only accumulated power and experience. The crowd roared with approval, chanting his name. Miguel entered next, accompanied by Taton Rodrigo. He performed a simplified version of respect, bowing to all four corners. Compared to Kru Somchai, he looked young, almost fragile. His body showed athletic conditioning, but none of the intimidating hardness of the Thai champion. Several Thai fighters at ringside exchanged knowing looks. This was going to be a massacre. The referee called both fighters to the center. Kru Somchai looked down at Miguel with cold eyes and said in English, loud enough for the front rows to hear, "I will try not to end your career, but you asked for this. Remember that." Round 1 began and Kru Somchai came out exactly as everyone expected. He advanced with the methodical pressure that had broken hundreds of opponents. He threw a low kick to Miguel's lead leg, the signature arm. It wasn't a defensive move. It was a counterattack to the weapon itself. Kruskai pulled back, shaking his arm. Surprised. That technique wasn't in any Muay Thai manual. He pressed forward. Again, throwing a left kick followed by a right knee. Miguel slipped the kick, and instead of backing away from the knee, moved into even closer range where elbows and knees became difficult to generate power. At this distance, closer than Muay Thai's optimal range, Miguel unleashed a combination that came from Palantukan, a rapid-fire series of close-range punches, elbow strikes, and forearm shots that landed on Kru Somchai's ribs and arms before the Thai champion could create space. The round ended with Kru Somchai clearly winning on points, but something had shifted. He walked back to his corner with a troubled expression, speaking rapidly in Thai to his cornermen. "His techniques aren't normal," he said. "When I strike, he attacks my weapon. He doesn't fight. At Muay Thai range, he comes too close. What is this style?" Round 2 exposed the problem more clearly. Kruskai was trying to fight at traditional Muay Thai range, the distance where elbows, knees, and kicks could generate maximum power. But Miguel had been trained in Filipino martial arts which were designed for even closer combat situations. Every time the Thai champion tried to establish his range, Miguel collapsed. The distance using footwork and entries from Panantican and Sikaran. In Muay Thai, there's a concept called the clinch when fighters grab each other and battle for position using knees and off-balancing techniques. Kru Somchai was a master of the Muay Thai clinch, but when he secured a clinch position on Miguel, something unexpected happened. Miguel didn't fight the clinch the way Muay Thai fighters do. He used techniques from Dimog, the Filipino grappling art, while Kru Somchai tried to control Miguel's head and throw knees. Miguel attacked his base, his balance, his structure using leverage, principles that the Thai fighter had never encountered. Within 15 seconds of Clinching, Miguel had reversed position and landed 3 rapid knees to Kru Somchai's body before the referee separated them. The Thai champion looked genuinely surprised for the first time in years. These weren't Muay Thai techniques. This was something different, something his decades of experience hadn't prepared him for. By round 3, Kru Somchai's frustration was visible back fist that caught Somchai off guard and a left elbow that opened a cut above the Thai champion's eye. The stadium fell silent. Kru Somchai, the man who had never been seriously hurt in the ring, was bleeding. More shocking, he was backing up, defensive for the first time. The round ended with Miguel clearly dominating the last 2 minutes, and the Thai corner was in crisis mode, trying to stop the bleeding and figure out how to deal with a fighting style they didn't understand. Round 4 was when everything changed. Kru Somchai came out desperate now, his pride and legacy on the line. He abandoned his technical approach and came forward with aggression, throwing power shots, trying to overwhelm Miguel with the sheer force that had always been his ultimate weapon. But desperation made him predictable. Miguel had been trained by Tadong Rodrigo in a principle fundamental to Filipino martial arts. Defong the snake. Don't just beat your opponent. Systematically destroy their weapons, their ability to fight. Every time Kru Somchai threw his devastating low kick, Miguel checked it not just to block, but to damage the kicking leg itself, slamming his shin into Somchai with precise timing. Every time the Thai champion threw an elbow, Miguel's destructions targeted the arm. Every time Somchai advanced, Miguel countered. Not just his attacks, but his structure, his base, his ability to generate power. 2 minutes into round 4, Kru Somchai threw a desperation flying knee, a spectacular technique that had won him 3 championship fights. Miguel saw it coming, moved offline using Escria footwork, and as the Thai champion landed off balance, Miguel executed a sweep that came straight from Dumak. Kru Somchai, the man who had never been taken down in his career, hit the canvas. The stadium erupted in shocked gasps. A Thai legend down on the mat in his own country, in his own sport, at the hands of a Filipino fighter using techniques that don't work in real fighting. Kru Somchai got up immediately, his pride refusing to let him stay down. But something had broken, not physically, but mentally. He had spent his entire life believing Muay Thai was the ultimate striking art, that Filipino martial arts were cultural performance. Now, in front of 8,000 people and older. I have trained Muay Thai for 43 years. Tonight, a Filipino fighter taught me that I still have much to learn. The video of that moment went viral. Instantly, within 24 hours, it had 100 million views across social media platforms. But more importantly, it sparked a revolution in combat sports. Gyms across Thailand, the birthplace of Muay Thai, began seeking Filipino martial arts instructors. Major MMA organizations invited specialists in Panukan, Sikaran, and Dumag to teach seminars. Academic researchers began studying Filipino fighting systems not as cultural artifacts, but as legitimate combat sciences. Within 6 months, Miguel was invited to teach at Lumpinee Stadium, the first non-Thai to be given that honor. Kru Somchai became his student and biggest advocate. I spent my life believing Muay Thai had all the answers, the Thai legend said in a documentary. Filmed months later, Miguel showed me that mastery isn't about having all the answers. It's about respecting systems you don't understand and being willing to learn from those you dismissed. Today, Filipino martial arts are studied in Muay Thai gyms across Thailand. The techniques that were once mocked as stick dancing are now recognized as sophisticated combat principles that complement and enhance traditional